Hi everybody, it's Katie. It is bright and early today and I am 29 weeks pregnant. I am in the final couple of days finishing things up for the baby shower I'm throwing for my friend. It is in 2 days, so I'm just running my last minute errands and all that stuff. This week has been my head has just been buzzing with all of the preparations for that, and my to-do list has just been growing and growing and growing. I'm really looking forward to taking a breather when this is done. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, really it's just like mostly food prep that I'm doing. I'm not going overboard by any means, but I'm really looking forward to kind of like wrapping this up and being able to move on and, you know, focus more on pregnancy baby prep projects and stuff I want to do for Alice, all that kind of stuff. So this week's been a little bit hectic, but one of the cool things is that I've gotten like some of those bursts of energy that are some of my favorite things about pregnancy. So I have had like late night baking sessions and just a lot of motivation to kind of clean and, you know, tackle a lot. It's not stuff that's super helpful for my life at this point, but I've been impressed at how much I've been able to get done in the past week. Let's see, I saw my home birth midwives a couple of days ago and everything is great. I gained 2 pounds in 2 weeks time, so 24 pounds now total for the pregnancy. I was measuring, my fundal height was only 27 and I'm supposed to be 29 weeks, and my midwife kind of felt like that was just, you know, the position of the baby that particular time. Something I don't know if I've talked about before, but with my dates, so I consider my due date to be October 31st. That's what my fertility friend chart shows me based on my conception date. And if I put my conception date into other online calculators, that's what it gives me. Because we conceived in the beginning of February, I feel like, I think the online calculators adjust for February being a shorter month. But the little wheels that they use at either of my midwife's offices, the wheels say that I am ahead of where I think I am. So if I think I'm 29 weeks today, they actually think I'm like 29 weeks and 5 or 6 days, something like that. There's like a 5 or 6 day difference. So they think that my due date is more like October 26th. It's probably not gonna make that big of a difference when it really comes down to it, and I'm seriously not stressing over it. But it's just sort of like an oddity. And so these measurements and, you know, and stuff, like there's a little bit of, I don't know, there's like a little bit of leeway in there, I think. In the next couple of weeks, I plan to start doing some of the things I have planned to kind of boost my immune system and potentially like clear my system of group B strep if that's something I still have. I tested positive with Alice's pregnancy, but I feel like this pregnancy has actually been kind of healthier overall, and I have, you know, I've been upping my probiotic intake sort of all along, but there are just a few extra things that I'm going to do that I will talk about when I start them actually. But I've been looking forward to kind of getting closer to this point and being able to kind of implement some of those things, and, you know, hopefully I'll have a negative test result. I'm going to keep up with all that stuff through delivery, and hopefully we have a perfectly healthy baby. I did upgrade my prenatal vitamin starting this week. I have a 2-month supply of this. This is a vitamin code Raw Prenatal, and it has some probiotic stuff. It's got a bunch of herbs, and maybe it's just placebo effect, but I actually do feel better. Maybe it's just I'm running on adrenaline, but I feel really lively this week. Like I've had a lot of energy, and just in general I feel like my system is functioning really well. I was happy with my previous vitamin, which was the Rainbow Light, you know, 1 a day vitamin I got sort of just in my regular health food store. These are definitely more pricey, and I had a little help from a friend, otherwise I wouldn't have probably gotten them. But I do plan to go back to the Rainbow Light after delivery and be, you know, taking those while I'm breastfeeding. Like I said, except for like little things I could complain about, my stupid hip joint as always. In general, I've been feeling really good. My birthday is in a week, so I will be 33, and I really have been kind of impressed with, I think, how healthy and kind of normal I feel. I feel like my old bones are doing a pretty good job of carrying me this far and you know, carrying me this far into the pregnancy. I'm actually starting to get a little bit sad about the pregnancy starting to wrap up, you know, thinking that I probably only have maybe 10 weeks left, something like that. I hope that this is not my last pregnancy, but it's very well likely could be. And man, I love being pregnant. I just think it is absolutely so magical. I love feeling the baby move. This baby is so active, just like Alice was, and I just love it. I mean, I just love having, like, you know, a internal companion. That's how I kind of think about it. But just the whole experience is just such a short time over the course of your, you know, your lifetime, but just such a special thing, I think. I could go on and on about that, but let's see, I just had a couple more things to share. Mike and I started watching The Business of Being Born together, the Ricky Lake produced documentary about birth in America. It came out, I don't know, several years ago. I watched it on my own. I've watched it probably twice before, but Mike has not seen it, so we're watching it together. It's free on Netflix, and there's also a sequel with like a bunch of bonus footage and extra stuff, and you know, more stuff with Ina May, who is one of my heroes, and probably a lot of you feel the same way. But it's just kind of helping us have some of those like discussions and kind of get more in the labor prep mindset. I felt like with going into Alice's birth, we were really on the same page and just like really in sync. And our lives are just a little bit busier now. With her, we have just less couple time, less time to kind of connect that way and talk things out. So I'm just trying to do a little bit more of that at this point. Also, in the past week, we went to the little U-Pick farm that is not too far from here, where we love going. We've been going now for 4 years and just picking some of our own produce. It is finally the time of year where things are ripe and ready, and you know, we took Alice out and got to actually pick tomatoes and stuff with her. We got a beautiful haul of food, but we just made like a really good day of it, and having all that fresh, really healthy stuff, I think is helping me through the week too. All right, I've got to get my errands started for today, but the best thing about this week, I will say, last night I finally made the time to have like a nice bath. That was my goal for this week. I wanted to just take a relaxing bath by myself, and every night there was something that came up, you know, something I felt like I needed to attend to, or it would just get too late and I just wanted to go to bed instead. But last night I realized, you know, the week is over and it's got to happen. So I just left everything I was planning to do last night and went and took a long bath. I did a face mask, I took my cup of tea and a candle and a birth book and just connected with this baby and just relaxed, and it was pretty wonderful. So I think that does it. I hope you all have a really good week.